Star Trek Discovery, the final season, episodes 1 through 5. Let's fly. Hi, thank you for tuning in to the Tom Patelson Show. Yeah, the final season of Discovery, episodes 1 through 5, and I really do mean this. It feels like I just started to know the cast. It really feels like I've just started to know them. They finally got to the point where I thought they should be. I was screaming in the first two seasons, why is Burnham not the captain? Burnham is the captain, Saru is number one. That is how that goes. Everyone else thought that. Why is Burnham not the captain? Waiting for Sonequa Martin Green to take the captain's chair, and it just took forever to do that, for them to find their footing and to find their place, and now they're gone. Episodes 1 through 5. First of all, spoiler alert. These are going to be lots of spoilers. I'm going to tell everything, so if you haven't seen it, go back and watch the first 5 episodes, and then you'll be caught up to where we currently are. Star Trek Discovery is an epic. Everything connects to everything, as opposed to Star Trek The Next Generation or Deep Space Nine or Strange New Worlds, which are episodic, meaning everything happens within the boundaries of an episode. Relationships will continue, but not like they do this grandiose design of an entire season around one story, like Picard was and now like Discovery has been. But with Discovery, you get a chance to explore lots of relationships between people, like between these two, these two, these two, and these two, because you get a long story to build and get to know the characters, to see them, as opposed to Next Generation, where you really don't know who's going to wind up with Deanna Troi. You know, they let us know until we finally saw on Picard that she winds up with Will Riker, which I think we all thought was going to happen, but still. All right. So this season of Discovery, what they're doing. By the way, Discovery started before Kirk and now is way past Picard. They were the earliest Star Trek, and now they're the latest Star Trek. They've spun the gambit, run the gambit of everything. They were before Kirk, now they're way after Picard. All right, lots of time travel in Star Trek Discovery. They're going with the Raiders of the Lost Ark National Treasure kind of thing, as they're trying to find pieces of an artifact. And they've done this in The Next Generation in the episode called Gambit, where they're chasing the Stone of Gaul, which is a Vulcan weapon in several parts to piece together to become a thing. That's a great episode. And most certainly, The Chase. The Chase is a Next Generation episode where they meet and find a message to be the progenitor race. A race that seeded the rest of us. Anybody with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head started off as these beings, and they left a message for us to find. And the Cardassians, the Klingons, the Romulans, and us find it together, and it doesn't look like there's much hope for anybody looking like them. That's kind of how it ends. I don't want to spoil anything. Spoiler alert, go watch The Chase. Because they're searching for pieces of a key which will lead them to the progenitor race from that episode. That's what they're in search of. Because they believe it's going to be the technology to restart universes, or I don't know. They're always going to think it's going to be a weapon. It's always going to start something. It's going to be something. And guess what? It won't. We've learned that from Star Trek, is whatever you think you're chasing, it's going to be a thing. It will not. From Gambit, from The Chase, from Star Trek the Motion Picture, yeah, it won't be the thing that you think it is. Chasing these things, in addition to the crew of Discovery, are Maul and Locke, who are our antagonists at the moment. Maul is the daughter of Book's mentor, so he feels a kinship to her and feels like he has to save her, which I was totally against, till I realized that Maul and Locke are not who we think they are. In episode 5, we find out that Locke is actually Breen royalty, and Maul and him are on the run, and they have a love story, and that kind of endears you to want to see them succeed, even though, yeah, they're out for them and nobody else, and everyone's trying to find the keys to this object. Also add to the mix some new characters. Saru is off to marry the president, and so he's becoming a little more on the political side. We see Saru sitting at tables and whatnot, doing lots of politics. I can take or leave that. I kind of hope he comes back to the ship, however that happens. We have Commander Rayner taking over as number 1, who was a disgraced captain and lost his ship because he's too aggressive, he's too this, he's too that, he's too unlikable. But now he's kind of coming around to Discovery's point of view and working together as a team, as Star Trek Discovery has always been. That has been their strong point, to work as a team. Also, back on ship is my favorite, Tilly. I've said it several times that if people are mean to Tilly, I'll blow up the ship. I've said it to the screen. I was like, I will blow up the ship and everybody on it if one more person is mean to Tilly. She is a be kind, no matter what, never faltered character. She's like Galahad. She's just like, great, we can do all those things. Can we be kind to one another? Can we just be kind to one another? How about we do that? How about we do everything that we need to do, and then we'll throw on top of that, we'll just be kind to one another. Can't we? Can we not do that? Tilly. She's such a great character, such a fabulous character. Let's do some nerd out moments. Nerd out moments happened real big, like obviously the mentioning of the progenitors and Star Trek The Next Generation and Picard and whatnot. But in episode 5, you just saw it, I just saw it, where they encounter the Terran Empire Mirror Universe Enterprise in a wormhole. And at the very end, they pull it out with a tractor beam, and then at the end, the wormhole collapses, and then it's just great shot of the old Enterprise. Nerd, so good, so good. I'm looking forward to the rest of the episodes. I'm looking forward to 6 through 10, and I'm sorry to see that. I'm sorry to see them go. Again, I just felt like I just discovered them. And with that, let me just say something. We don't give enough love to Sonequa Martin Green and her character of Michael Burnham. Burnham is a great captain, a great kick-ass Star Trek captain. She's a lot like Kirk is in a way, where she's a bit of a pirate. Whatever it takes. We're going to bend the rules until they absolutely break, and if we have to tape them back together with duct tape and glue and whatnot, then we'll do that. But we will succeed. We will put love first before anything else, as well as duty. Yeah, Michael Burnham is a great character, and Sonequa Martin Green is a great actress for bringing that character, that captain, to life. But we don't give her enough. We don't give her enough due. We don't mention her alongside Kirk and Picard. People are always asking me online, like, who's your captain, Kirk or Picard? Like, there's lots of other captains. There's lots of other captains now, and let's not disgrace and forget Sonequa Martin Green. Yeah, Captain Burnham. Well done, Captain Burnham. But that will do it. A quick review of Star Trek Discovery, episodes 1 through 5, the final season. I am sorry to see them go. Like and subscribe if you like this content. Hit that notification bell so you know when my stuff drops. It drops on Sunday. And are you watching X-Men 97? I really hope, if you're a nerd like me, that you're watching X-Men 97. I can't talk about it enough. My first review of the first 5 episodes is already up. I'm enjoying this so much. It may win the Nesseltob Best of Franchise. It may be the best thing that Marvel has ever done for the X-Men universe. I love it so much. It's probably because of my age of when I started to watch the cartoon, the early cartoon from 1992, but I don't care. It is so good. It is so wonderful. I really hope it doesn't connect to the rest of the universe. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see them mess it up. I want to see them keep it pure and perfect, just the cartoon. It's awesome, and I love it. I hope you're watching that. But until I see you next time, as always, peace, love, live long, and prosper. And I mean it.